This video is about she was his mate, but her blood made him weak. If this story captivates you, please like the video, share it with loved ones, and write in the comments how it touched your heart. In the heart of the moonlit forest, where shadows danced under the silver glow, a lone wolf prowled. The air was thick with tension, each breath filled with the scent of pine mingled with something sweeter, more intoxicating. Kale, the alpha of the Silver Moon Pack, stood at the edge of a clearing, his heart thrumming in his chest like the drums of war. Kale, a soft voice broke through his thoughts. It was Lyra, his beta and closest confidante. You need to return to the pack, they were waiting. But Kale couldn't tear his gaze from the horizon, where the moon hung heavy, casting an ethereal light on the land he ruled. I can tee, not yet. Why do you linger here? Lyra pressed, her eyes a storm of concern. You read the alpha, they need your strength, your guidance. What is happening to you? Kale turned, his piercing blue eyes meeting hers. There's something in the air tonight, Lyra, something different. He could feel it deep within, a restlessness that gnawed at him. Destiny was whispering secrets he had yet to understand, and it drew him to the spot like a moth to flame. As if summoned by his thoughts, a figure appeared at the edge of the clearing. She stepped forward, a vision of ethereal beauty. Alara, the healer of the pack, moved with a grace that took his breath away. Her long, dark hair flowed like shadows behind her, and her emerald eyes sparkled with an otherworldly light. Kale, she began, her voice a soothing balm. Ivy felt your turmoil, the pack is anxious. He felt the pull of their connection, raw and undeniable. Yet, there was something dangerous about it. Lara, we shouldn't tee. Shouldn't he what? She interrupted, stepping close enough that he could feel the warmth radiating from her skin. Aren't you tired of pretending, of leading with that feeling? He felt the weight of her words, the truth in them. But there was a dark cloud hovering over their bond, one he couldn't ignore. You know my blood is toxic to you. If we... Love doesn't he come without risk, Kale, she said, her voice trembling with emotion. Isn't he that what you always tell the pack? Not like this, he said, stepping back, the pain of rejection slicing through him. You meant to be safe, your life it matters more than my desires. Alara's face fell, the bright spark in her eyes dimming. You think I care about safety when my heart is drawn to you? I would face the darkness for a chance to be with you. The forest held its breath, and in that moment, he felt the pull of the moon above, the weight of fate pressing upon their shoulders. We can tee, I can tee, allow it, he replied, turning away, the turmoil raging inside him. Why do you fight this, Yuri, my mate? Kale, she whispered, voice cracking. Each word felt like an arrow piercing his soul. Mate, he echoed, the word foreign in his mouth. The very thought sent shivers down his spine. What if my blood makes you weak? What if I can protect you? A flicker of anger sparked in her eyes, but beneath it lay an ocean of sorrow. Yuri, not a monster. Kale, Yuri, a protector. You have to trust that we can find a way. Love is never simple. He turned to face her, emotions swirling like a tempest. It is more than just love, Alara. It is our roles, our responsibilities. The packs will never accept it. They'll see you as a liability. She stepped closer, determination etched across her delicate features. Then let them. I refuse to live in fear of what might happen. I want to fight for us, to challenge the world if that is what it takes. He swallowed hard, caught between the wolf instincts that urged him to pull her close and protect her, and a deep-seated belief that he must shield her from his darkness. You don't understand the stakes. Then help me understand, she pleaded, her voice softening. Show me what is truly at risk, and let us face it together. Kale clenched his jaw, the weight of his alpha title heavy on him. If you want to know the truth, you must know everything. My blood is cursed, Alara. It is the reason I am strong, but it is also why I can take a mate. I could hurt you. She reached for him, her fingers brushing the edge of his arm. Tell me how. I want to shy away from it. I desire you, Kale, in ways you can imagine. His heart thundered in response, but doubt clouded his mind. You don't understand what you were asking. I am a danger to you, to the future of the pack. Then let me decide what is dangerous, she said fiercely, her voice unwavering. You don't get to determine what I can handle. I deserve to choose my own fate. He felt the challenge in her words, the defiance that sparked something deep within him. And if I choose to keep your arm's length out of love, will you resent me for it? A shadow crossed her face, and he could see the vulnerability she masked. I would rather hate you than live without the chance to love you wholly. The truth of her statement struck him like a lightning bolt. The forest seemed to hold its breath, the tension palpable. They were two souls caught in a web of destiny, and yet the threads of fate twisted in perilous ways. Kale, Lyra interrupted, her voice a sharp reminder of the outside world. We need you back. The pack is uneasy. If we don't act soon. Enough, he snapped, feeling the turmoil churn within him. He turned back to Alara. I can let you in, not now. It is too dangerous. The hurt in her eyes cut deeper than any physical wound. Then you re-choosing fear over love, you re-choosing to be alone. Is that what you think? He asked, his voice softer, barely above a whisper. I am terrified of losing you. Then fight for me, she urged, stepping back, the distance between them like a chasm. Don't let fear dictate our fate. He watched her retreat, her silhouette fading into the shadows, and the ache in his heart intensified. The pull of destiny was undeniable, yet the weight of his blood felt like chains binding him. As Lyra watched from a distance, the moon hung heavy in the sky, a silent witness to their struggle. You must return to the pack, Kale, they need you, and so does she. But deep within, he knew the truth. He was caught in a battle of longing and fear. The path before him twisted in ways he could not foresee, and within that uncertainty lay the promise of heartbreak, love, and redemption. The night deepened around him, and as he stood there, he realized that the fight was only beginning. Kale stood alone in the clearing, the moonlight bathing him in its ethereal glow. The silence wrapped around him like a shroud, yet his heart thundered in his chest. He was torn between primal instincts and the haunting knowledge that his blood could harm the one person he longed to hold. Kale, Lyra's voice cut through his reverie, a whisper of urgency. You risking everything by staying here, the packer. Enough, he interrupted, the weight of his emotions spilling over. You don't understand what is at stake. Alara, she is endangered just by being near me. Or she is strong enough to face the danger, Lyra countered, her tone unwavering. You're not the only one who gets to decide what is best for her. He felt the heat of Lyra's gaze, the fierce loyalty of his beta. Yet he couldn't shake the memories of his past, the fragile lives lost because of his cursed lineage. She deserves a life free from fear. I want to take that from her. Lyra stepped closer, her eyes narrowing with determination. You think pushing her away is protecting her? That's only creating a rift that could tear you both apart. Maybe that's better, Kale muttered, but the conviction in his voice wavered. Is it? Lyra shot back, her frustration palpable. You're the alpha, Kale. You meant to lead, not hide from your destiny, and Alara, she has chosen you. Chosen? He echoed bitterly. I could accept that choice when I know the consequences. It's reckless. Sometimes love demands recklessness, she replied, crossing her arms defiantly. You have to make a choice, Kale. Will you fight for her, or will you let fear rob you of your happiness? The words hung in the air between them, charged with an emotional electricity. Kale felt the weight of his responsibility pressing down on him like a boulder. What if I lose her? What if my blood destroys her? Then you fight for her with everything you have, Lyra insisted. You owe it to yourselves to explore this bond. The moon has chosen you both. The moon. Its glow illuminated the forest, whispering secrets and promises. Kale's heart ached as he thought of Alara, the fiery determination in her eyes. She was not a delicate flower to be sheltered. She was a force of nature, and he was drawn to her like a moth to a flame. Fine, Kale finally relented, his voice laced with uncertainty. I'll talk to her, but if she is hurt, I want to forgive myself. Lyra nodded, a flicker of hope igniting in her eyes. That is a start. Just remember, love is worth the risk. Kale took a deep breath and made his way back to the heart of the pack. The atmosphere was heavy, the tension palpable. He could feel the eyes of his pack members on him as he stepped into the clearing where they gathered, a circle of loyalty and uncertainty. Alara, he called out, his voice cutting through the murmurs. We need to talk. She emerged from the shadows, her expression a mixture of worry and determination. Kale, Please, he interrupted, stepping closer to her, his heart racing. I've been selfish. I need to understand what you were willing to risk for our bond. Her emerald eyes sparkled with a fierce light, and he saw the fire that had drawn him to her in the first place. I am willing to risk everything, Kale, for you, for us. But you don't know the darkness that comes with my blood, he said, his voice low. I could hurt you, and I can bear the thought of it. Then we'll find a way to break the curse, she replied, unwavering. I want to let fear dictate our fate. He reached out, his fingers brushing against her skin, igniting a spark between them. And if it means facing the entire pack, if they reject our bond? Alara took a step closer, her voice steady and resolute. Then we'll face them together. I want to back down, Kale. His heart swelled in his chest, but the shadow of doubt lingered. You're so brave, but I can't help but fear what the future holds. I don't want to be the cause of your pain. pain is a part of love, she said softly, her eyes softening. We can avoid it, but we can choose to face it together. Together, he repeated, the word resonating within him. And in that moment, he realized she was his mate, the one who could make him whole, despite the darkness that loomed over them. But the moment hung delicately, fragile as glass. From the corner of his eye, he spotted a figure lurking at the edge of the clearing. Gideon, the ambitious enforcer of the pack. What is going on here? He growled, stepping forward, his expression dark and challenging. Gale felt his blood boil. This is none of your business, Gideon. Though, but it is, he sneered. You are risking the safety of our pack for a healer who has shown weakness. The spawn is a liability. Alara's eyes sparkled with indignation. I am not weak, I choose this spawn willingly, and you have no right to judge me. Gideon laughed, a cold, mocking sound. You think you can challenge me? You think this will end well for you? Kale will only drag you down with him. Kale stepped forward, fury igniting within him. You think I care what you think? I will protect Alara, even if it means standing against you. The tension crackled like lightning in the air, and the pack members shifted uneasily, eyes darting between their alpha and the enforcer. You be making a mistake, Kale, Gideon warned. You'll regret this. Enough. Kale roared, his voice echoing through the clearing. Alara is my mate, and I will not let fear dictate our fate. I am done hiding. Gideon's expression darkened, resentment boiling beneath the surface. You'll pay for this defiance, Alpha. Let him try. Kale spat, feeling the fire of his alpha blood surge through him. I will defend what is mine. You will not come between us. The silence that followed was deafening, the air thick with tension. Alara stepped closer to him, her presence grounding him. We will face whatever comes together, Kale, no matter what shadows lurk. He met her gaze, feeling the bond between them strengthen with every heartbeat. Together, he affirmed, the promise echoing through the clearing. The moon shone brightly above, illuminating their path ahead, a path fraught with peril, but illuminated by love. Kale knew the battle was only beginning, and yet, with Alara by his side, he felt a flicker of hope ignite within him. As the pack murmured in disbelief, Kale turned to them, his voice steady. I will protect my mate, and I will lead this pack with courage and heart. We will not shy away from what lies ahead. And in that moment, a new bond was forged, not just between Alpha and Healer, but among the pack itself, bound by loyalty and the promise of love. The shadows might loom, but together they would face whatever fate had in store. As the night deepened, Kel felt the stirrings of destiny in the air, a reminder that even through the darkness, love could light the way. The journey ahead was uncertain, but with Alara at his side, he was ready to embrace whatever challenges lay before them. The night wrapped around the silver moon pack like a heavy cloak, suffused with tension and uncertainty. Kale stood at the center of the clearing, the weight of the pack eyes upon him. They were a mix of disbelief and wary hope. Beside him, Alara's presence was a steadying force, her emerald eyes sparkling with defiance and determination. Kale, are you truly prepared for the consequences? Lyra's voice cut through the murmurs, her gaze searching his. This isn't just about you and Alara, it's the pack's future at stake. I understand the stakes, Lyra, he replied, his voice firm but laced with anxiety. But I will not let fear dictate our fates any longer. Alara is my mate, and that bond is stronger than anything we've ever faced. Gideon stepped forward, a sneer etched on his face. You think you can make decisions for the pack based solely on feelings? This is insanity, Kale. Feelings? Alara interjected, her voice a tempest of fury. This is love, a connection that binds us deeper than any loyalty or duty. Love wants to protect you when the darkness comes, Gideon hissed, advancing. You'll regret defying me, Kale. The pack needs a strong leader, not a lovesick fool. Kale felt the heat of anger rise within him. And you think I am weak for loving her, for wanting to protect her? He stepped forward, his voice low but fierce. I will not let you poison our bond with your jealousy. Jealousy? Gideon laughed harshly, the sound sending a chill through the air. This isn't jealousy, this is survival. Your weakness will jeopardize us all. Enough. Kale shouted, his voice reverberating through the clearing. I will not let you undermine our decision. Alara is my mate, and I will protect her above all. The pack members exchanged glances, their uncertainty palpable. Kale could sense the shift, their loyalty teetering on the edge, pulled between tradition and the love he proclaimed. Alara, Lyra said softly, her expression wary. Are you sure about this? Being Kale's mate isn't just a blessing, it is a burden too. I know what I am choosing, Alara replied, her voice steady. I am choosing to face whatever challenges come with Kale. I won't shy away from love, nor will I let fear dictate our fates. Gideon's eyes narrowed, the challenge sparking a deeper resentment. You think this will end well? You think the pack will accept a healer as their alpha mate? Yuri playing with fire. Kale stepped protectively in front of Alara, sensing the tension crackling like static. Then let them come. I want to hide what I feel. I want to let shadows dictate our love. As silence settled over the clearing, the air thickened with anticipation. Each member of the pack held their breath, waiting to see how the threads of destiny would weave this moment into their lives. Kale, Lyra said softly, her voice trembling. What if Gideon is right? What if your blood does harm her? Can you truly bear that weight? Kale's heart ached at the thought, the fear clawing at his chest. I don't know, he admitted, his voice low. But I cannot stand by and lose her. I refuse to let my lineage dictate our love. Then you face the consequences together, Lyra replied, her tone resolute. But remember, love is a battlefield. You must be prepared for the fights that lie ahead. Alara took a step forward, her voice soft yet fierce. Together we will face whatever challenges arise, Kale. I refuse to let fear dictate my heart. As night deepened, Kale felt the moon-nest pull, the energy swirling around them, echoing the conflict within. I will protect you, Alara, he vowed, feeling the bond between them strengthen. I'll fight for our love. Gideon scoffed. And what if it costs you everything? What will you do then? You think love conquers all? Sometimes, love is the only weapon we have, Kale shot back, his resolve hardening. And I'll wield it fiercely. Alara stepped closer, her fingers brushing against his arm, grounding him. You don't have to fight alone, Kale. We can face this together, whatever it takes. The air around them shimmered, as if the very fabric of the universe recognized their bond. Kale felt the pulse of destiny thrumming in his veins, a reminder that their path was intertwined. Then let us embrace it, he said, his voice filled with determination. Let the pack see our strength. Let them witness the power of our love. Love is a dangerous path, Gideon warned, his tone icy. If you choose this, be prepared for the consequences. I won't stand idly by while you jeopardize our future. Kale squared his shoulders, a deep breath steadying him. Then challenge me, Gideon. I will not back down. I will not let you tear us apart. As tension gripped the clearing, Alara's hand found Kale's, the fingers interlocking. The warmth of her touch ignited a fire within him, a fierce determination that drowned out the whispers of doubt. And then, with a roar of defiance, the moonlight split the darkness, illuminating their souls. The pack members observed, awe and fear mingling in their eyes. Alara turned to the pack, her voice strong. We choose to face this together. Love isn't weakness, it is our greatest strength. We will not hide who we are. The air buzzed with energy, their proclamation echoing in the hearts of the wolves gathered. Kale could feel the shift, the tides turning, as the pack witnessed the unwavering bond between him and Alara. But Gideon's contempt was palpable, his expression darkening. You blinded by naivete, this won't end well. You'll drag everyone down with you. Oh, we'll rise as one, Kale retorted, his voice steady. Together, we rise stronger than any curse that looms over us. But what if the curse is real? Gideon challenged, his eyes narrowing. What if this bond spells doom for all of us? Then I would rather face doom with her at my side than live in a world devoid of love, Kale declared, each word infused with conviction. I will not be afraid. With that, Kale stepped forward, the tension between him and Gideon thickening as an unseen rivalry ignited. Alara remained by his side, her presence a steady flame against the cold winds of doubt. Kale, she murmured, her voice low but reassuring. Whatever comes, I'll stand with you. Just promise me. I promise, he interrupted, his voice fierce. I will never let anyone take you from me. Our bond is stronger than anything this world can throw at us. As the moon hung high, casting its silvery light upon them, the pack began to shift. Murmurs of approval rippled through the air, the realization dawning that love could indeed be a formidable force. Gideon's face contorted in anger, the flames of betrayal igniting within him. You'll regret this, Kale. You think you can rise above the curse? You're a fool. Kale stood defiant, heart racing with excitement and fear. And you'll see that love is the greatest magic of all. As the night wore on, the clearing became a battleground of emotions, fear, hope, love, and betrayal wove a tapestry that would shape the destiny of the Silvermoon Pack. But amid the turmoil, Kale felt a sense of clarity. This fight wasn't just for Alara or himself. It was for every wolf who ever felt bound by the chains of expectation, tradition, and fear. And so, in the heart of that forest, as the moon watched over them, Kale made a vow not just to Alara but to the pack and to himself. Love would be their guiding light, a beacon through the darkness, no matter the challenges that awaited them. Together, he whispered, locking eyes with Alara. We will face whatever fate has in store. In that moment, the threads of destiny intertwined, binding them together in a way that would transcend the challenges ahead. Two souls united against the darkness, ready to rewrite their fate. Cale stood at the center of the clearing, the weight of the pack's uncertain gaze resting heavily on his shoulders. The air crackled with taut tension, thick like the humidity before a storm. Beside him, Alara remained resolute, her presence grounding him even as chaos loomed on the horizon. Gideon was a storm rising at their periphery, his demeanor brimming with contempt. "You think love will shield you from the consequences?" he sneered, stepping closer, his fists clenched at his sides. "You re-fool, Cale, you re-gambling with lives." Cale's heart raced, fury surging through him. "I won't let fear dictate our fate. Alara's my mate, and I'll protect her with everything I have." He could feel the vibrations of his voice travel through the clearing, punctuating the air with defiance. "Mate, you think that bond makes you invincible?" Gideon replied, a smirk twisting his lips. "You were just a man cursed by blood, and now you've brought danger to all of us. You'll pay for this." "Enough." Alara's voice rang out, fierce and unyielding. She stepped forward, anchoring Cale with her unwavering gaze. "I am not afraid of the darkness that lies ahead. I choose Cale, and I will face whatever comes alongside him." Cale felt a strength solidify his resolve, the way their bond thrummed together, pulsing with the promise of unity and shared destiny. But the shadows of doubt still lurked in the corners of his mind, whispering fears of what could happen if they failed. "Are you ready to face the truth, Alara?" Lyra interjected gently, her eyes filled with concern. "What if Cale's blood does harm you? Can you bear that risk?" Alara's expression softened, a vulnerability breaking through her fierce exterior. "I know the risks, Lyra, but love is worth fighting for. I refuse to let fear dictate my choices." Cale's heart swelled with admiration for her bravery, but a weight pressed down on him. "I can lose you, Alara. The thought of harming you—" His voice cracked, emotion flooding his words. "It terrifies me." "Then fight for me, Cale," she urged, stepping closer, their fingers brushing briefly, igniting a spark that filled the air with electricity. "Let us confront the darkness together. We can let it win." Before Cale could respond, Gideon's scornful laugh echoed through the clearing. "You are blinded by your naivete, Alara. You think love will protect you. You'll only become a burden to him, and one day he will regret this bond." Cale stepped forward, bristling with anger. "You don't get to decide what she's or isn't capable of. You are not fit to challenge our love. Your jealousy is putting the pack at risk." Gideon's lips curled into a smirk, his eyes cold and calculating. "Jealousy? No. This is about survival. I am the only one here with a clear head. Your foolish notions will lead to ruin." "Ruins forged from fear are no home for wolves," Alara retorted, her voice unwavering. "This is our chance to reshape our destinies. We will rise together." The pack shifted restlessly, uncertainty rippling like waves through the gathered wolves. Cale sensed their hesitance, the way their loyalties wavered between tradition and the promise of love. "Then let them see our strength," he challenged, his voice firm. "Let them know love is not a weakness. Together, we will embrace whatever challenges arise. We are united." A murmur of approval began to ripple through the crowd, a flicker of hope igniting in their hearts. But Gideon's contempt deepened, his expression darkening like storm clouds. "You think they will follow you when you lead them into the unknown? You are a fool, Cale." Cale turned, facing Gideon with renewed conviction. "And you are a coward who hides behind tradition. You fear change because it threatens your control." The tension escalated, an electric charge hanging in the air, igniting the primal instincts of all present. Cale could feel the pack's hearts thundering in unity, searching for guidance, for strength. "Enough!" Lyra shouted, her voice breaking through the chaos, demanding silence. "We need to remember who we are. We are wolves, bound by loyalty, and we must decide what we stand for, not fear, but love and community." "Love won't protect you from the dangers that lie ahead." Gideon spat, his anger a dark storm cloud. "You'll regret this, Cale. I won't stand idly by while you do mas." Cale stepped forward, the air around him thickening with tension. "Let him come. I will protect Alara at all costs. I won't let fear dictate my actions any longer." Suddenly, the piercing howl cut through the night, a call from the edge of the forest. Cale's heart dropped. What was that? The pack tensed, and Lyra glanced nervously toward the tree line. "It could be a threat. We need to be prepared." Alara's eyes widened, determination flickering in their depths. "We stand together, Cale, no matter what comes for us." Cale nodded, the electricity between them sparking like wildfire. "Together, we face this as one." As they turned to face the woods, two figures emerged from the shadows, Mirror and Jax, scouts of the Silverman pack, their expressions grave. Alpha, Mira gasped, her breath coming fast. There are intruders, her rival pack is approaching, led by Darius. Cale felt his blood run cold. Darius' pack was known for their ruthlessness, their desire to conquer and dominate. How many? He asked, his voice steady despite the trepidation in his heart. Too many, Jax answered, his face set in grim determination. They're really looking for trouble, and they know you've defied tradition. They'll come for Lara, wanting to exploit your vulnerability. Not while I stand, Cale vowed, the intensity of his protective instincts flaring. We will show them the strength of our bond. Alara is not a weakness, she is our greatest strength. Alara stepped forward, her gaze fierce and unyielding. We won't hide. If they come for us, we'll all stand and fight together. Darian snood, stepping back from the group. You all fools, this will end in disaster. I want to follow a leader who puts emotions above reason. Then you can leave. Cale shot back, his heart racing as he faced the approaching threat. But I want to back down from what I believe in, not now. Not ever. The air vibrated with tension, anticipation thickening as the rival pack drew closer. Cale felt the weight of his pack cascade upon him, their faith hanging in the balance. Stand strong, he called out, his voice booming through the clearing, rallying their spirits. We are Silvermoon, we fight for our own, for love, for unity. We face the darkness together. With renewed resolve, the pack stood shoulder to shoulder, a wall of firm loyalty. The moon's glow bathed them in silver light, illuminating their resolve. Cale felt Alara at his side, her strength, her unwavering belief in their bond fueled him. As Darius' pack emerged from the shadows, Cale's heart raced. Prepare for battle, we will not let them tear us apart. Alara squeezed his hand, their fingers entwined, and he felt the pulse of their bond echoing through his veins. Together, Cale, no matter what happens. Together, he echoed, locking eyes with her, determination igniting like a flame. First howl pierced the night, a battle cry that echoed through the trees, and they charged forward. The world around him faded, the only sound the thundering of paws and the pounding of his heart. But in that moment, Cale knew one truth. Love was a force unlike any other, a magic that wove through their very souls. And no matter the outcome, he would fight for Alara, for their future, and for the bond that pulled them together against the tide of darkness. With every step, their destiny unfurled before them, a path fraught with danger, yet illuminated by the fierce light of love that burned within. And he would embrace it, no matter the cost. They would face whatever awaited them, hand in hand, two souls united against the shadows.